marketplace. Y'all know where to find me, you be looking center stage. 24/7, we ain't never taking breaks. Got a lot to learn, think you better know the game.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the job site here. We're going to continue work here on our house behind me here, and what we're doing is we're building this modern style home, start to finish. We're doing all the work ourselves, and we're showing that process the whole way through. So, what we'll be doing today is we're starting going back to the outside and finish the work up there. So let's get up there and see what we're doing today. This week, what we're going to be focusing on is coming to the front of the house here, and where you see these little wood straps there, that'll be a composite wood cladding that we're going to be putting on. But before we get to that one, if you watched our last episode, I need to come back here and finish up the stacked stone on this wall here. Have just a little bit to do up there. That should just be a couple hours worth. But since hardly any of you guys watched that last video, I think the only thing more boring than actually stacking the stone is watching stack stone. So I'm not going to film that part because nobody watches that. I'm going to go ahead and get it done. I'll be back here in a couple minutes when this is all finished up. Well, a few minutes for me, but probably just 1 second for you.
Much later.
And just like that, just like magic, this wall is finally done. Took a couple hours to get that done, but only a couple seconds for you guys. Definitely like how everything came out. Got my edges real nice up there. That was a full piece on the top there, so I didn't have to cut that out, and everything just worked out really nice. And the stone is finally done. Real happy with that. Everything's looking really great. So anyways, I've looked at stone for days and days now. I don't want to look at this anymore. I want to do something else. So we're going on to the front of the house now. We're going to go ahead and put on this wood cladding. But before we do that, we're going to have to go ahead and put our top piece on there. Because we got to put the ceiling on so the wood cladding can go to the bottom of that. So we have to get the ceiling on. We're going to just get that cut out. You've kind of seen that process before on doing the soffits on the rest of the house. So we're going to get that put up and get these beams built in. And then when it's time for the wood cladding, I'll get the camera back on and I'll show you that whole process. And we're back again. As promised, came back when we got this ceiling done here for the entryway. We're going to put the rest of that soffit board on there and on the ends here. We covered up that beam there. Got everything together nice now. He's over there doing the caulking on everything. He's going to get these seams cleaned up there. And while he's working on that, like I said before, I'm going to start working on this cladding on the front here. So I'll kind of show you this product that we're using. It's the first time using this, so it might be a little bit of a learning curve for me, but this is a composite wood cladding that we're going to put on the front of the house here. Originally, I thought about just doing the actual wood on the front here, but since the climate here is so dry, I was kind of afraid that the wood was going to bow or shrink or crack or something like that, and then we'd have to end up replacing the stuff anyways, or it's going to look really bad in a couple months when it all dries out and goes bad. So I have this composite stuff. This stuff I don't have to worry about it shrinking or cracking or warping or rotting. And yep, so on the first layer it comes with these little metal clips, and I'm just attaching those on the bottom. And then on my first piece here, those little clips there attached to this bottom piece there, and that holds it up, and that'll make sure that all the hardware is hidden and you won't see any of the fasteners. Kind of see what you're looking like there. So it just slips into little grooves there. If I could do this one-handed. Okay, I'm getting there. And I got the last one over here to put in. And that one clips in there. And I'll just push against the wall. And what I'll do is I will drill some little holes out in the center there and put some screws in there. And that'll keep that looking good there. And let's see if I can do the next piece there. So you can kind of see how it all goes together. But they just kind of lock in together. Kind of like a little tongue and groove. Or almost like a shiplap, but that's how it's going to be. They just kind of go together there. And yeah, so we're gonna put those together, get some of those screwed on, and yeah, I'll just come back in a minute. I'll get a couple of these on, kind of figure out how this all goes together and what I'm doing, and I'll show you that in just a second. Yeah, back again to the wall. It's been a couple 100 minutes later, and we went ahead and got this started here, just to see how well it goes together, things like that. But I showed you how it went together before, and now this is up here on the wall. Manufacturer, they show in their instructions to put these little strips on there. I guess probably for drainage behind there, but also if you just put these flat on the wall and screw them directly to the wall, let's see, it would be really hard for these pieces to kind of lock together behind there, just because it's going to be too tight on the back there. Some of these spots where it goes on top of the wood there, it's kind of tight, and that screw sticks out a little bit. But if you put the screw in too much, then it gets too tight on the back, and then the top piece doesn't go on, so you kind of have to get that nice little middle point. And we'll just give it a couple little taps with the hammer, and it goes down there. Make sure our gaps are good on the sides. We'll put some clear caulking in there, but everything goes together pretty nice. This stuff cuts really easy here with the saw, and we're pre-drilling the holes here to put the screws in, and we're using stainless steel screws just so those aren't going to rust out here or nothing like that. But yep, that's the process. It's kind of just like shiplap, just one piece after another. So we're gonna get the tools back out and get started again on this, and maybe finish this up today. All right, well, we're making progress here. As you saw, made progress on the siding. We got our insulation there. We got some hail. Now we got some wind, but we're making progress here again. The sun came out for a little bit. We're able to go up there and make more progress up there. We're able to finish underneath here. There'll be some trim pieces going along the top there, just to cover the top up there and cover up those screws and the gap there. But we're going up to the roof there, get that little part done, and yeah, hopefully finish that little section there before the next rainstorm comes. Well, I saw we were able to get a little bit of stuff done, and the rain came back and the hail. This kind of little break in between the rain, but it's probably going to get going again. It's been raining probably like 20 minutes now. All this water is kind of running down the hill, flooding things out. So we've been inside, just trying to do what we can in there, kind of show what the progress is in there. It's really dark in here, so hopefully you can see good enough. But we've been here, just working on putting this pipe in here. So we're doing, for the dryer, one of these recessed boxes here for the dryer. So then when you put your dryer in the back there, that hose doesn't get all clogged up and kinked in there. So it has a little place to go in the box there. And we're just running the duct work for that up in the ceiling. Kind of got started along there. And we're going to just run it all the way down the bedroom there, and we'll run out the wall there on the outside of the house there. But that's just what we're doing now, waiting for the rain to stop. I don't know if we'll be able to finish the siding today, but we can at least get this started up here.
The next day.
All right, well, it's been another day here. Finally that rain went away and the hail went away, and we're able to go up and get this finally all done. It's done up there, and of course there, all the way on that overhang there, but everything's looking real nice there. Happy with how this stuff turned out. And for the top there, I don't know if you can see it, but put a little trim piece on the top up there. I need to get up there and still paint that, but that kind of covers up the little fasteners. And for the windows, need to go back with some caulking, maybe some color match stuff, or some clear, but I'll get to that one a little bit later. Mostly just want to get this stuff on. So really nice stuff. Goes through the drill bits and saw blades pretty quick. I think it has some kind of maybe like sand or some kind of fibers in it. And then up here, this little detail of the trim piece that we put on the top, that piece up there, that's what we did on the top of the roof, just to get that kind of cleaned up looking and hide the fasteners at the top. And we had a little time, and we came and put on these trim pieces here around the side of this, got that caulked, and now it's ready for paint. And this entry right here is basically done, just gotta get it painted and some caulk on that, and everything's looking super nice. It's nice to finally get something done without the hail stopping us. But let's go inside for a second and we'll see what's going on in there. And back inside, as you saw before, we got our installation order, and over the weekend I had other guy come and start putting the insulation on the ceiling there. I probably won't show too much of that part because it's kind of the same thing over and over again, and I don't know if I'll even be here to film that part. I have a few other things to do. But we're gonna get back on the ceiling here. This part is done. This was done over the weekend. And let's see what else. He is going to go up there and start insulating that. I need to go and put the cables in for the internet and also do the venting for the bathroom fan. But that's a lot of inside stuff, so I'm going to just get the camera off and do that work, and I'll come back here in a minute. Alright guys, well I think that's going to do it for this video. We're at a good stopping point here. We've been working all week on getting this cladding on the side of the house and getting that stone finished up. This is kind of a short week with the holiday, so that's why we didn't get a whole bunch of stuff done, but we did get this cladding done, and as you saw, we got started on the insulation, and things are really coming along real nice here. And I just went ahead, as you saw, and put the clear caulking around the door and window. That's going to dry and look real nice there. And off camera, I wouldn't put some of the pipes inside the house, like the vent for the dryer and the bathroom. Did that stuff, but that's gonna do it for now. Like I said, next week we'll come back. We'll go to the outside of the house to the back, and we'll put the siding, the lap siding around the house. We'll get that done, and then continue on the inside for the installation. But thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you right back here next weekend.
We're gonna take on the world.